When I had sinus surgery 2 years ago, I never would have guessed that it would cause this degree of suffering. To make it worse, I probably didn't need the surgery. The procedure that I had is called a turbinate reduction. Most people have no idea what the turbinates are, but they are extremely important to your breathing. Now, because of the surgery, mine don't work anymore, which means the air that I breathe into my lungs is very often cold and painful. And since you breathe 24 hours a day, it's pretty bad. It has destroyed my sleep. The nerves in my nose and in my sinuses don't pick up air as well as they used to. I barely feel air in my nose and my sinuses, and this pretty much gives your brain the signal that you're suffocating. And very often that's what it feels like, is suffocating. So I dread going to bed for the first time in my life. I hate nighttime. Sleeping is a nightmare. I very often have woken up gasping for air. When I do sleep, it's usually from just total exhaustion. In the daytime, I'm physically and mentally exhausted from the poor sleep that I get every night. One of the main problems with turbinate reduction surgery is that most people have no idea what the turbinates are. If your tongue became swollen and the doctor wanted to cut part of it out, you'd have a serious problem with that, because we all know that the tongue is important. But because we don't know that the turbinates are important, we don't really hesitate when the doctor talks about doing surgery on them. When you think that the turbinates are just useless pieces of flesh that are blocking your airway, it kind of makes sense to surgically remove some of them. Another serious problem with turbinate reduction surgery is that your turbinates are not big in the same way that, say, your ears are big. If you have big ears, you just have big ears. Your turbinates are big because they're swollen, and they're swollen because they're irritated by something. It could be your diet, it could be allergies, it could be something you're reacting to at your home or where you work. So those things can be eliminated, and it just makes more sense to attack the problem that way than to risk ending up with a condition as horrible as mine through surgery.